So children, day before yesterday, all the things that we did, all the entries that we did regarding purchases, they were in regard to the purchases of goods. Now we will start with the purchases of assets. I have taken the example of machinery. So over here the balance brought down, the total brought down was 12,20,800 debit and 12,20,800 credit. So the 12 transaction says purchased machinery for rupees 1 lakh. A machine has been purchased. So what is coming inside the firm? Machine is coming. Machinery account will be debited rupees 1 lakh. And what is going out? Cash is going out. To cash account 1 lakh. Now in accounting terms, either you can use cash or you can use bank. For any transaction exceeding rupees 20,000. But for the purpose of income tax, any transaction exceeding rupees 20,000 should be made in bank. So over here, if you are writing bank, then also it is not wrong. It will be marked as a correct entry. It's clear? Narration being machinery purchased for rupees 1 lakh. It's clear? Now the 13th transaction. Purchase machinery from H for rupees 1,10,000. Paid him rupees 20,000 in cash and rupees 70,000 by check on account. So we have purchased machine from H of rupees 1,10,000. We have paid him 20,000 in cash and rupees 70,000 by check on account. On account means the rest will be paid to him later on. So over here, machinery account will be debited by the amount 1,10,000. 1,10,000. How much cash is going out? We have paid 20,000 in cash to cash account 20,000. We have paid a check of rupees 70,000 to bank account 70,000. And yet we have to pay H rupees 20,000. So H will become our creditor, जिससे उधार में माल खरीदा या अभी उसका और पैसा बाकी देना है. So being machinery purchased from H for rupees 1,10,000, paid him rupees 20,000 in cash and rupees 70,000 by check on account. It's clear? Now purchased shares of ABC and Company Limited for rupees 1,20,000. This is the case of purchase of investments, that we are investing our money in shares of ABC and Company Limited. So over here on 14/1/2020 investments account debit, we have purchased the shares, that becomes our investments. So investments will be debited by rupees 1,20,000. Now in case of investments, whenever we are purchasing securities, either they are your government securities or your corporate securities of any company, the payment will be made or received by check. So bank account will be taken into consideration. So 1,20,000 investments account will be debited by rupees 1,20,000 and to bank account 1,20,000. Being shares in ABC and Company Limited purchased for rupees 1,20,000. So these were all possible transactions related to purchase of goods and purchase of assets and investments. Now we will start the transactions related to sales of goods. Now whenever the goods are sold, our sales account will be taken into consideration. The entry will be passed through the sales account for goods, and when the asset will be sold, then the asset will be taken into, the name of the asset will be taken into account. So the 15th transaction, it says sold goods for rupees 20,000. Nothing is mentioned that these goods were in cash or on credit, so we will assume them to be a cash transaction, as has been already explained at the time of accounting equation. So when we are selling goods and we are receiving cash, so cash account is coming in, cash account will be debited rupees 20,000, debit what comes in, and what is going out? Goods are going out, so we will not write goods, sales account will be credited to sales account 20,000. Narration being goods sold for rupees 20,000. Then 16 transaction, sold goods for cash rupees 30,000. We are selling goods for cash rupees 30,000. It is clearly mentioned that these are cash sales. What is coming in? Cash is coming in. Cash account will be debited rupees 30,000. What is going out? Goods are going out. So, and they were sold. So sales account will be credited rupees 30,000. It's clear? Narration being goods sold for cash rupees 30,000. Now the 17th transaction, sold goods to I for cash rupees 40,000. We have sold goods to I, but for cash. Means again a cash transaction. I ने हमें पैसा दे दिया. What is coming in? Cash is coming in. On 17/1/2020, cash account debit 40,000 to sales account 40,000. Goods are going out, so sales account will be credited. Being goods sold to I for cash rupees 40,000, and I name will be mentioned in the narration. Now 18 transaction, sold goods to J for rupees 50,000. Now we are selling goods to J. Here it is not mentioned that whether these goods were sold on cash or credit, only the name is given. So when the name is given and cash or credit is not mentioned, it will be assumed to be a credit transaction. So we have sold goods to J on credit. So J will become our debtor. When we sell goods on credit, our debtors increase. So J will become our debtor. Debtors are assets, and increase in the value of the asset or in the value of the debtor is debited. J will be debited. We will not use account, and if we want to, then we have to put apostrophe S, and then we will write A/C, account, abbreviation of account. So J debit 50,000 to sales account. Goods are going out to 50,000. Being goods sold to J for rupees 50,000. It's clear?